Hey guys, welcome back. Charles Damiano here from the Bruce Lee Collection for another exciting episode. In this episode, we're going to continue with the review of our Kung Fu monthly poster magazines. Now, for those of you who've been following the channel, we featured the first 4 parts of this series because there's 79 issues in this incredible United Kingdom Bruce Lee poster magazine. They look like this. And today we're going to be reviewing number 41 to 50. The entire series was featured in 1973 and went all the way to 79, and they featured 79 beautiful issues of these poster magazines. Now, the highlight of the magazine, as we all know, are the beautiful Bruce Lee posters inside the magazines. So over the last few weeks, we've been featuring the different parts, and we're covering it in 10 magazines per section, and we're up to section 5, and today we're going to be showing you number 41 through 50. So let's start with number 41 here and reveal the beautiful Bruce Lee poster that's inside. So here we go. So in 41, they came out with a beautiful Game of Death poster cover featuring Bruce Lee on the cover in his iconic yellow tracksuit. And as you open this up, you're going to see another picture here of Bruce Lee in the outdoor footage of Game of Death. Unfortunately, some people feel the footage is out there, some feel that there is no footage. I'd like to know what you guys think. Is there outdoor Game of Death footage that we haven't seen yet? If you think so, please comment below and let us know. And as you flip through this, there's some more pictures here on the Game of Death that almost makes you believe there's going to be a beautiful Bruce Lee Game of Death poster inside. So let's take a look together. And here we go. So as you open this beautiful poster magazine up, they do feature a beautiful poster of Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and here you got Bruce Lee doing an incredible flying kick. It looks like he's a little bit on the way down because there are some shots of him doing the flying kick where he's actually kicking Kareem in the face, which, as we know, Kareem is 7'2", so Bruce had to leap quite a bit to get up to his face. So here we go, guys. Beautiful poster inside. And let's go on to the next issue. Here we go, issue number 42. Here we go. In issue number 42, we have this beautiful cover of Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon. And as you open this up, you're going to see featured here a couple of nice shots of Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon and Game of Death. And as you open it up a little further, you got a couple more nice shots of Bruce in the peace side and with his beautiful blue gung fu outfit on, and a few little images here of Game of Death. And as you open this baby up, let's see the beautiful poster that is inside. And they graced us with this beautiful headshot of Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, obviously with the claw wounds on his face, which Han got him pretty good there on the face with the claw. And you got this beautiful poster of Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon. Let's go to issue number 43. Here we go, guys. In issue 43, they graced us with another beautiful shot of Bruce Lee on the cover of Enter the Dragon in his iconic white gung fu top where he's squaring off with Bob Wall. And as you open it up, you got a few pictures here of Bruce from Return of the Dragon behind the scenes with his blue V-neck shirt. And as you flip through it, a beautiful shot of Bruce Lee from Chinese Connection. But as we all know, the poster inside is what makes the difference. So here we go. In this issue, number 43, they featured the beautiful many faces of Bruce Lee. And as we know, he had a lot of looks to himself. So as we scroll down on this beautiful poster, you'll see a lot of images of our hero in all different facial expressions. Now let's move on to issue number 44. Here we go. Issue number 44. Beautiful shot of Bruce Lee from Return of the Dragon, known overseas as Way of the Dragon. And as you open it up, you have some shots here of Bruce on the beach, obviously with Van Williams, for those of you who are familiar with those photos. And here they're featuring some photos from the silent flute, which was a concept that Bruce Lee had in mind for a movie that never was made, but years later after his passing, it was put together by David Carradine, who they starred in the movie, which wasn't a great movie in my opinion, but I'd love to hear what you guys thought of the silent flute that Bruce Lee put together that came out in the 70s. Let us hear from you in the comments. What did you think about that version of Bruce Lee's concept for that movie, the silent flute? And here we go. As we open it up, you have some beautiful shots here of Bruce from Chinese Connection. And again, the poster is usually magnificent. And as you open it up, here we got a picture of Bruce from Return of the Dragon, holding the dart in his hand, ready for the battle at the end of the movie with Chuck Norris. So there's another beautiful poster of Bruce Lee. Now let's move on to issue number 45. Here we go, guys. Issue number 45. You got a nice facial shot of Bruce Lee here from the movie Fists of Fury. And again, what I love about these poster magazines versus the United States ones, which there was 32 to a set. Let me know if you have the whole set of the United States versions. These came out of the United Kingdom. A lot more issues, but also they have a lot newer covers with different images of Bruce Lee on the cover. And that's one of the reasons that it makes this series and this collection so special. And as you open it up, again, another nice face shot of Bruce from Fist of Fury. And as you open it up even further, you got a nice little spread here of Bruce Lee in some photos from the Green Hornet, which we know he did 26 episodes back in 1966, where he debuted on national TV. And then as you open it up even further, oh, this is a great poster. You rarely see a bunch of shots from the movie The Big Boss, known here in the United States as Fists with an S of Fury. And here you got a lot of different images of Bruce Lee in the movie Fists of Fury. Just a fantastic poster that they featured in this issue of the Kung Fu Monthly poster magazines. Now let's move on to the next issue. In issue number 46, Bruce, outstanding new pictures. They certainly knew how to get you excited about these magazines. So here we got a picture of Bruce on the cover from Enter the Dragon in his suit. And then as you open it up further, you're going to see a couple of shots of Bruce from Return of the Dragon squaring off with Chuck Norris at the bottom. And then again, as you open it up a little further, you got a couple of images here of Bruce in a casual look with shirt and tie on. And let's see the poster that they featured in this issue. Number 46, they graced us with a nice shot of Bruce Lee from his first movie that appeared here in the United States. It's called Fists of Fury. There he is sitting at the table getting a nice cool drink being served as he just arrives to Thailand, where he's going to be working in an ice factory. So there you got Bruce sitting at the table. Let's go on to issue number 47. Here we go, guys. Issue number 47. In this issue, they featured Bruce on the cover again from The Game of Death. Again, a nice picture on this issue, which you didn't see on the United States versions. And as you open it up a little further, you got some more images here of Bruce from Return of the Dragon. And as you open it up again a little further, a nice shot of Bruce from The Game of Death. And let's see the magnificent poster inside, because this is what we ran to the newsstands for, was to open these babies up. And here you go. Boom! Look at that one. Beautiful shot of Bruce in the opening scene from Enter the Dragon with the classic JKD finger gloves, which he made popular back in '73, where he's squaring off with Sammo Hung. One of my favorite scenes in Enter the Dragon. What was your favorite scene in Enter the Dragon? Was it the dungeon scene, the opening scene, the battle in the courtyard scene, the battle with Han, the mirror scene? There were so many great scenes in Enter the Dragon, which, by the way, as you guys know, is my favorite movie. I can go on and on about it, but this is a beautiful, beautiful poster. So here we go. Let's go on to the next issue. Here we go, here we go, here we go. In issue number 48, again, another beautiful shot of Bruce Lee on the cover from The Game of Death. And as we open it up, here you can't see it very good, but there's some shots of Bruce Lee from the screen test of the Green Hornet. And then here you got a nice picture of Bruce and Van Williams. Again, Bruce is sporting the dart in that picture. And let's see the poster that they grace us with inside. Oh, look at this one. This is beauty. This looks like an actual drawing by an artist back in the day, with Chuck Norris throwing a sidekick at Bruce, and Bruce obviously blocking the sidekick, about to throw a kick of his own to Chuck Norris. That's a beautiful rendering of these two legends. There you go, Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee from Way of the Dragon, here in the United States, known as Return of the Dragon. Let's move on to the next issue, guys. Here we go. Issue number 49, coming down to the last two of this part. You got 49 with Bruce here from Return of the Dragon on the cover with the double nunchucks. Again, that's where he first introduced the double nunchucks, was in Return of the Dragon. That was the first time we saw him use two of them at the same time. Here you go. Here you got Bruce doing his famous flying kick to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and here you have an imitation Bruce throwing a kick to a guy who's supposed to look like Kareem at the top. And this is obviously an issue on Bruce Lee ripoffs, the imitators of Bruce Lee. And then as you open it up a little further, you got a beautiful shot of Bruce here with Bob Wall in Enter the Dragon and Return of the Dragon at the end. And then let's see the poster inside here. And you got this shot, Bruce sporting the sunglasses with his chain around his neck, which is a pretty classic photo which we've seen throughout the years, with his beautiful Garrison belt on and his jeans. Bruce is looking a little skinny in this photo. I believe it was around the time that he was kind of helping to coordinate the fight scenes in I Am Bruce Lee with Unicorn Chan, known also as Fists of Unicorn. So there's a nice picture of Bruce that they use in this poster. And let's go on to the last issue, guys. Issue number 50 has Bruce here. Here they highlighted the Bruce Lee convention that they put out. I believe it was in the United Kingdom at the time. They have a beautiful article on James Coburn talking about Bruce Lee. He's calling him his Bruce Lee brother. Obviously, we know that Bruce Lee trained James Coburn, who's a famous actor back in the 70s. And here you got Bruce. Looks like he's receiving an Academy Award of some sort. Got a beautiful picture of him in his black suit. And then as you open it up, classic shot here of Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. And as you flip through it a little further, a couple more nice shots of Bruce Lee in Game of Death. And let's see in this last 50th anniversary issue. So they got through 50 poster magazines at this point. And let's see the poster that they put in the 50th anniversary, which they highlighted James Coburn speaking about Bruce at this convention that took place in 1979. Here you got Bruce receiving an award. You got a little picture of James Coburn in the corner of this, and you got another little picture of Bruce here from the Green Hornet. And obviously James Coburn was very, very fond of Bruce Lee and spoke at this convention. Let me know if any of you guys have visited or went to this convention when it came out in, I believe it was in the United Kingdom or England, and it was put out by the Bruce Lee Society at the time, and it was put out in 1979. I didn't attend. I would have loved to attend that, but here you go. Issue number 50 came out with this beautiful poster of Bruce Lee with the peace sign. And there you have it, guys. Another 10 issues of the Kung Fu Monthly poster magazines. I hope you enjoyed this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be featuring issues number 51 through 60, and then we still have 61 through 70, and then 70 through 79. And in that issue, I'm going to do something really special. I may have a guest with me promoting the last 10 issues and also the special bonus issues that they came out with as we progress along. So that's it for this issue. For those of you who are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well so you're all in the know on when I put out these episodes and you never miss another episode. And if you like the episode, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, and until next time, Charles Damiano once again, as always, saying have fun collecting, and I'll see you guys next Friday for the next part of these beautiful series. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.